Ah, man, what brush should I pick? Latex without a purpose? No way. Second trip to Home Depot? No. This just says you don't know what you're doing. Not today. Okay, boomer. Now that is a brush. Have you ever seen the professional paint videos where they cut the perfect paint line without tape? Today, I'm gonna teach you how to do it. Let's get to work. All you need is a cut can and a paintbrush. In your cut can, you're gonna wanna put about 1 inch to 1.5 inches worth of paint, and you're gonna want your favorite paintbrush. I will link mine in the description below. Let's paint. But before we do, I'm gonna need you to hit the like button. Here we go. First step to cutting in is gonna be dipping your brush in the paint. There is a technique to this. If you were to just pick your brush up from the can, you would get what looks like little drips off your brush. We don't want that. What you also don't wanna do, you don't wanna scrape your brush because now I have no paint to paint with. What you want to do, dip your brush, light tap, off you go. As you begin your cut line, just make sure that you start lower than the actual paint line you're beginning to draw so that you can unload some of the paint from your brush. Make sure you don't have too much paint as you begin flowing upward to your cut line. You almost want a dry brush so that as you turn your brush backwards, you can have a continuous motion with your wrist. This will allow your wrist to flow with the cut line so you don't have too many pauses. If you have too many pauses, it's gonna actually ruin your cut line. So you wanna have a nice flow with your wrist as you proceed. So when I'm trying to create a straight line on the ceiling, I never use tape, I'm always using a paintbrush. You're always gonna be able to get a superior line when it comes to drawing a straight line on your ceiling. Having said that, when you get to your trim, it's a different story. I'm always gonna wanna tape first and then use my paintbrush to draw in my paint line. That's for any professional painter. I know there's a lot of videos online that say throw this away, use your brush only. You will never get a perfect result without using tape. Let's get in on how to tape your trim. This is important to creating a straight line in your room. We talked about how to brush in a straight line against your ceiling. Now we want to create a straight line against your trim. This is the best way to do it. Let me show you my techniques. There is school of thought to it, and you are going to want to follow it to keep from getting frustrated. A lot of people say throw your tape away because it's frustrating, but if you know some of the tips and tricks, not too bad. So let's get started. As you pull out your tape, fun little trick, if you're going to this corner, go ahead and rip your tape on the angle you need to meet. Take your little pieces and throw it, have fun. So that your corner can meet the corner you're going to. And as you can see, I'm pulling about 3 feet worth of tape. And the reason why I'm doing that, it's easier to manipulate the edge of the tape if you have it in longer strips. So I want you to tack down your first edge. And I want you to be able to always see a little bit of white on the edge of your tape. You don't ever want to cover up the old color because when you pull, then your new color will have a little bit of the old color showing through on your line. That won't create the illusion of a straight line. As you pull this tape, I've pulled it out about 3 feet. You're gonna want to manipulate it as you go. So you can see I can bend it. You see this? This is important. As I bend, I'm gonna find my straight line and I'm gonna turn my tape as I go. You only wanna see about 1/16 of an inch when it comes to that white edge. Another pull. Now watch. See, if I were to go out here too far, if I were to go here too close, I don't want that disappearing. I want to see the white edge. That's super important. After I brush this in, and I know that I'm finished painting, when I go to pull this, I don't have to pull 10 pieces of tape, just 1 piece of tape. That's important for you in the end of the job. Makes your job simple as you go, and it makes the end of your job simpler when you're going to go pull things apart. And let me tell you, you will have a straight line on the baseboard, a straight line on your ceiling. Your room will look so professional, it'll look like I showed up and painted it. And that's what we want. I want you at home to be able to paint as if I did it. If this was helpful for you, you can hit that like button. If you want future videos from us, hit the subscribe button. And if you have any video suggestions or any questions, you can feel free to put them in the comments below. Thanks for tuning in today. Hope you have a great day.